All right, welcome to day 3 of the RealtyHop Mortgage Prepayment Challenge. What started off as a quiet day has gotten very, very exciting towards the close here. It's 3:15 p.m. approximately, and we are near the session lows. A nice, call it 60 or 70 point drop on the E-mini S&Ps. Nasdaq down yet another 400 points today. Volatility, surprisingly not up a whole lot. I mean, it's definitely up. However, if you just look at the VIX over the past, let's say 2 months, right around the day after Thanksgiving, when we found out about Omicron, the day that the Fed chairman said, okay, it's time to taper and accelerate the taper, VIX shot up to about 30. And even in mid-December, VIX shot up to over 20. You know, we've dropped 700 points on the Nasdaq in the last 2 days, yet we're only at a mere 19 for the VIX index. A little bit strange. It's also the motivation for today's trade. Now, first off, let's do an update on 2 days ago. On Monday, first trading day of the year, we did the Tesla 1-by-2 call ratio spreads, and this has come very nicely in our direction. When we put on the trade, Tesla was at 1,200. And we got a credit of $2,100. Remember, we bought long one call with a 1,300 strike, sold twice as many calls at a 1,400 strike. Looks like it's moving a little bit. I'm going to estimate we'll get somewhere a little bit worse than mid, so maybe 650 to get out. And so, you know what? 2 days, 1,500 profit. We got to take it. Of course, we're losing a little bit on yesterday's Nasdaq strangle, which we'll address in a little bit. But for just right now, I think it's time to take profits on this. Still a nice profit, still goes a long way towards making our mortgage payment for the month and beyond, which is the purpose of our challenge. Now, remember, I said that 650 was around, oh, we're going to get better than 650 now. Things have come in a little bit. Oh, there it is. 620, I probably should have walked it up a little more slowly, just in case, but it's all right. In the end, we'll score that one as Monday's trade coming in profitably at close to 1,480 minus commissions. So a fine trade for day 1 of our challenge. Now, yesterday's trade has not gone as well. Let me kill some of these. Yesterday, we did the Nasdaq strangle. 15,300, 16,900, and we got in for 360. So unfortunately, we're losing about 55 points on this trade. That equates to a loss of about $1,000 or $1,100. We actually still have short static delta on the books from last year, which is really saving us today. So we do have some short delta to go along with these short strangle positions. We don't have to worry just yet about making adjustments to the trade. Instead, we'll talk about today's exciting trades. We're going to try, I'm going to move this down a little bit from where I originally was thinking. We're going to do 15,100, buy 1 version, and then sell 2 of the 14,700 puts. So this is a put ratio spread. It's very similar to our Tesla trade on Monday, except we're actually doing it on the downside. It is still a risky trade. It is effectively a bullish position, or at least a not overly bearish position, because the main losses come from when the price of Nasdaq really drops below that 14,200 mark. And you could actually lose quite a bit if we have, say, a 20% crash in the next 45 days. However, if Nasdaq stays right around where it is, goes up, or even goes down mildly, 10% or so, we're going to be just fine in 45 days. In fact, you make the most profit if it drops, say, 7%, right around near expiry at February 18th. So this trade we're doing instead of a strangle like yesterday because we feel a volatility has not gone up enough given the kind of general risk of the market. So here we are. We're going to try, let's call it 15,050. I'll make another adjustment. And we want this one 400 points lower. Okay. And we're going to do twice as many of these. we're only doing one contract long, 2 contracts short. So it's actually a pretty small trade. But I'm hoping to get kind of close to mid here. Oh, well, we're getting a small rally. So unfortunately, this market's moving away from us a tiny bit. There it is. All right, filled at 112.50. Again, this was actually slightly different. I adjusted everything 50 points below. So according to the Tastyworks analytics, and I trust those guys, our probability of profit on this trade is 89%. We collected, what was it, 112.50 times 2. So we collected exactly 2,250 minus a few bucks of commission. And our break even is all the way down to 14,100 or so. So we're in pretty good shape for now. It would have to drop more than 10% before we start to feel a little bit of pain. If it drops 20%, we feel a whole lot of pain. So before it gets there, we'll definitely make some adjustments, which will probably be the topic of our trades tomorrow. All right, thank you very much.